Today on Judge Faith. A late-night jog leads to a vicious pit bull attack and major medical bills.
I worked late and I was out running. I didn't really hear them at first. A pit bull mix bit me on my right calf.
So he runs up to me and then I heard my dogs barking. I didn't know what to think. I just let go. I thought, okay, he might protect me because he sensed that I was scared.
This is why you don't go to the park at night. You shouldn't be there.
And later, an unfortunate fender bender in a supermarket parking lot pits Texans against each other in court.
We didn't exchange phone numbers, so I went over to her house around 8 o'clock at night because I figured I would catch her at home.
I was scared, to be completely honest. I was like, I haven't seen this guy since this accident. I was at home alone with my kids.
You being mad at her is not helping you in this situation right now because you don't want to drive around with a dent on the side of your car, right?
Faith Jenkins. Her distinguished legal career began when she graduated first in her law school class. She quickly became a tough New York City prosecutor and then a preeminent legal analyst on cable news. And now she's the judge in her own courtroom. Her cases are real and her rulings are final. She is Judge Faith. Plaintiff Tom Noley says the defendant's pit bull attacked him when he was on a late-night jog. He's suing for injuries sustained from a dog bite. Defendants Angie and Nellie Gumarian say they don't know because Tom ran towards them, causing the fearful and dangerous situation that led to the pit bull attack.
All rise. Court is in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, the litigants have been sworn in. This is the case of Noley versus Gumarian and Gumarian.
Thank you, Juan. Tom Noley?
Yes.
You are suing the defendants Angie and Nellie Gumarian for $5,000 you say they owe you as a result of injuries you sustained from a dog bite?
Correct.
Okay, tell me what happened, sir.
So I work odd hours and I was working late. I work for the Late Late Show with James Corden.
Okay,
And,
it's a great show.
Yeah,
Fun
as an
show to work.
editor.
What do you do there?
I'm an editor.
You're an editor, okay.
Yeah,
That must be a fun job.
yeah, it's
Okay.
fun. But we go late. So I work late and I was out running late at night on Monday, April 11th of this year, 2016. And I was running my usual path close to the LA Valley College, and I heard some dogs barking, and I didn't really think too much of it. I was surprised I didn't really hear them at first.
What time of night was this?
This was around 11:30, midnight.
You run that late is this a park? What area is this?
LA Valley College has sort of a running path next to the river, and I usually kind of head back on that path.
So you were running and you heard dogs barking.
Yeah.
Did you see them?
No, I didn't initially see them. I had my headphones on. I usually go running and just like listen to some music and just, relax for the day. And then the one dog in question, a pit bull mix, bit me.
And what happened when the dog bit you?
After the dog bit me, I just went down immediately, just fell, and kind of like blacked out for a second, and then I got up and, tried to get up. I couldn't stand at that point.
Where did the dog bite you?
He bit me on my right calf, and I can show you if you want.
Sure, let me see it.
Sure. It's on my right calf. This is the...
oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's the whole jaw bit.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So that's the...
That's significant. And this happened back in April?
Yeah, this happened in April. And
Did you miss work?
Yes.
How many days of work did you miss?
I'd say probably about 3.
So tell me what's going on, ladies. Whose dog is this?
Okay, it's my dog.
Okay.
So I was holding Joker. My sister was behind us, and it was really dark outside.
And this park is open at night?
No, it's not. Well, I mean, there is no sign that says you're not allowed to be there, but
Why do you say no?
It's not because
we know the security guards,
there,
and
and he told us you're not supposed to be there past 11.
Okay.
Or else they give you a ticket.
But you're there anyway.
Well, we were there because it's just right across the street, and he knows us. He says, like, oh, it's okay, you're walking your dogs, you're one of the neighbors, you're not a stranger, so he allows it.
So what happened?
Okay, so I was walking Joker, she was behind me.
Is Joker the dog that
Yes,
bit the
Joker
trainer?
is the dog. And then out of nowhere, I hear dogs barking. I look, I don't see my sister because it is pretty dark. I just hear my dogs barking. And then I see him running up to me. So at that second, like
Him as in the plaintiff?
Yes. So he runs up to me, and then I just let go of the leash at that second because I don't know what to do. Like, I didn't see
He's running up to you, like how? As if he's going to attack you?
What, us.
He's just running.
No,
like,
we didn't know what, like, obviously it's late at night. We don't know who it is and, like, why they're running at that time. Like, I didn't know he's just there for a jog, because no one's ever there just running that late. So...
You thought he was a predator or someone who's going to...
I mean, she didn't purposely, like, let him go.
You got scared and dropped the leash.
Scared, exactly.
I just let go at that second because, like, I heard my dogs barking. I didn't know what to think. I just let go. I thought, okay, he might protect me because he sensed that I was scared.
You let the leash go because you wanted the dog to protect you.
Coming up, questions are raised about the decision to be out after dark.
I can't say there's any shootings. I feel safe.
This is why the parks are closed at night, because people can't see.
And later, a fender bender in a supermarket parking lot has Texans disagreeing about which one of them is at fault.
And she just backed in and hit me on the side of my car.
I was like looking all the way back, but I didn't see his car at all.
Okay, but you know, apologies don't help people get their cars fixed, right?
Plaintiff Tom Noley says a defendant's pit bull attacked him. He's suing for injuries sustained from a dog bite. Defendants Angie and Nellie Gumarian say they don't know because Tom provoked the attack by scaring them.
So you didn't just drop the leash, you let the leash go so the dog could, you have a pit bull and he was going to protect you. But he ends up biting an innocent person who's jogging in the park.
Yes, but he said that he didn't have earphones on, which he did. I don't know how he heard my dogs barking.
Do you understand that that's not relevant at all to this? I don't care if he was listening to Beyonce, Jay-Z, or whoever, the Late Late Show with James Corden. Doesn't matter what he was listening to or that he had on earphones. You let your dog go and it bit an innocent person. He was running in the park. He wasn't trying to attack you.
I feel like he was coming up to me. I got scared at that second.
Okay, he wasn't. Now we know he wasn't. He was jogging in the park.
Okay.
You let your dog go. It bit an innocent person. He has a significant injury. You see, this is why you don't go to the park at night.
We have a video of how dark it is there.
If it's that dark and you can't see what's going on and you're that concerned for your safety that if someone else is jogging or running, you're going to let your pit bull go, then you shouldn't be there. This is why the parks are closed at night, because people can't see. Let me see the video you submitted.
Are you ready?
Yeah, are you coming? See, you can see the lights, they're on, but it's really dark. It's still dark outside.
Why would you ever want to be in that park if it's that dark and there are no lights, as you say it is?
It's not that far from my house. It's just literally across the street. I can't say there's any shootings. I feel safe. I don't feel unsafe living where I live.
Well, obviously she does, because she let her pit bull go when she thought someone was running towards her.
She got scared. She got scared because she saw someone running towards us.
At that second, when you see there's somebody running up to you,
let me tell you something. It could be a good neighborhood. We could be on the Upper West Side near Central Park in New York City, one of the most expensive places in the world to live. And you wouldn't catch me in Central Park jogging at 11:30 at night or walking my dogs at 11:30 at night, because it's dark. And whenever there's darkness, there's temptation for people to lurk. And you can't see, you're not aware of your surroundings. I wouldn't have my earphones in my ear. You don't know if someone's coming up behind you. And then we have this situation.
Okay.
May I see the additional photos of your injuries?
Yeah. This is actually after, you can see the blood on the shoe too. This is after being in the hospital and being worked on, and it was still bleeding.
Have they paid anything towards your medical bills?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
I told him I would help him.
Okay, so why haven't you done that? So why haven't you done that?
Because he told me first it's $4,000. I told him to send me the bills. I want to see.
Did he send you anything?
He sent me 2 bills.
Okay, so why haven't you paid any of the 2 bills he sent you?
Why would I just pay right away? I want to see what I'm paying for.
You got 2 bills. You just said she sent you 2 bills.
Yeah,
That's what you're paying.
No, no.
You haven't given me a valid reason. You said he sent you 2 bills. My question is, why haven't you paid any of it? You don't have a valid reason for that. You live in a state where there's strict liability for a dog bite, which means if your dog bites someone, you're automatically responsible for damages. He doesn't have to prove that your dog is necessarily dangerous. Just the mere fact that it happened alone in this state in California makes you responsible for his out-of-pocket medical expenses.
Right.
And in this case, it's over $5,000, and he's not even suing for his lost wages that he missed from work, which you also would be responsible for. Judgment in this case for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. Good luck.
You know, it's ridiculous how you're not allowed to let go of your dog if you're scared. Like, he's here to protect me, and I don't understand why they think that's funny.
What I've changed in my running routine now is I actually absolutely avoid that park and that area, and I only go hiking or jogging during the day now, or else I go to a gym. I've just avoided running at night completely, actually.
We're always interested in what you have to say about our cases. Write us with your thoughts or comments. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, or my Instagram. I look forward to hearing from you.
Plaintiff Ron Corman says the defendant's boyfriend backed into his car in a supermarket parking lot and admitted it was his fault. He's suing for car repairs and rental car fees. Defendant Camry Evans says she doesn't owe because Ron has insurance and he should use it to get the car repaired. She's accompanied in court today by her boyfriend, Johnny Phillips.
Ron Corman?
Yes.
You
yes,
are
Your
suing the defendant, Camry Evans,
Yes, Your Honor.
for $3,083 you say she owes you for car repairs and car rental fees as a result of an accident?
That's correct.
Okay, tell me what happened, sir.
We were both in a parking lot in Fiesta. I backed out, and I guess they didn't see me. I have a small car, and as I was 3/4 of the way out into the lane, there it was, and she just backed in and hit me on the side of my car.
What kind of car were you driving?
370Z.
You were backing out of the space.
Correct.
And they were also backing out?
Well, yes, but I was already in the lane
Okay.
when they were backing out.
Okay,
I
so
was ready to almost turn and go and to pull away.
Okay.
So they actually backed out, and their bumper actually hit my side of my car.
Let me see the photos. And so you didn't see them, right, sir?
No, I was backing out. As you can see, I'm almost ready to turn. And then when I looked this way, her car was there, and I just said, oh, I'm going to get hit. And that's what
Did you
happened.
blow your horn or anything at that
No,
time?
I didn't have time.
Okay, and that's the damage to the side of the car, not
Yes,
the
Your
back
Honor.
of the car, but to the side.
Yes, Your
And who
Honor.
was driving that day, ma'am?
It was Johnny driving.
You were driving?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
want to step up? So, did you not see his car?
No, ma'am, not at all. I didn't see his car. Usually, it's a sensor on the back of the car, so when we bag back and you get close to something, the sensor beeps. But the sensor didn't beep that day, so.
But you also were looking behind you, I'm assuming, right?
Yes,
You
ma'am,
checked
I
to
was,
see?
but I didn't see his car at
You
all.
didn't see him?
I didn't see his car. I was
Okay.
actually like standing up in the motor, like I was like looking all the way back, but I didn't see his car at all.
Okay, but you know you hit him.
Yes, ma'am.
And you hit the side of his car, which would indicate, based on where the damage is, that he was, because, you know, these parking lot accidents, when people are backing out and they hit each other,
Yes, ma'am.
most of the time it's one of those cases where there's responsibility on both sides.
Yes, ma'am.
In this case, it appears that he was almost out of his space, if not all the way out of the space, and because there's the right of way, which is where you drive, and then when you're backing out, you have the responsibility to make sure there's no one in the right of way.
Yes, ma'am.
So based on the photos, it appears that you were likely in the wrong. What does he say to you when he gets out of the car?
He just said, hey, I'm really sorry I didn't see you.
Okay, is that what you said?
Yeah, I said. I mean,
Okay.
I said that. I mean, yeah. I
Okay.
said that. Yes.
Okay.
I said.
You're in court now, so you're like, yeah, I said it. But you know, at the time, you know, that's a pretty compelling statement, because
Yes, ma'am.
obviously
Yes,
you
ma'am.
apologized because you thought you were wrong.
I do apologize, but.
Okay, but you know, apologies don't help people get their cars fixed, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Do you have insurance?
I have insurance, and
Do you have insurance?
We did have insurance, but the insurance had lapsed. The
Okay,
day
so you
before.
didn't have insurance.
Nah, not
so there's
at
no
that
such thing as we had insurance, but it had lapsed.
Okay.
It's either you did or you didn't.
Well, we didn't
No, we
have
So
insurance.
you did not.
No,
And how
ma'am.
long had you been driving without insurance?
It was just a couple of days.
Just a couple of
I wasn't aware
days.
that it had lapsed.
It's amazing how so many accidents I have in this courtroom happen right after the insurance has lapsed on a car.
Coming up on Judge Faith, the expenses from the fender bender are examined in more detail.
Why is he here? Like, shouldn't our insurance be dealing with this?
I just really wanted to tell her, just pay my deductible and we'd be good.
So you have not had your car repaired?
Plaintiff Ron Corman says a defendant's boyfriend backed into his car. He's suing for car repairs and rental car fees. Defendant Camry Evans says she doesn't know because Ron should use his insurance to pay for the car repairs. She's accompanied in court today by her boyfriend, Johnny Phillips.
But you have insurance. Did you submit a claim to your insurance company?
Well, I did. I called her insurance company first, and they said that it had lapsed just prior 6 days before the accident.
Okay, so 6 days.
So then I said, well, let me go and call her. But we didn't exchange phone numbers. I guess we were both in a hurry. I had to get back, so we were in a hurry, so we didn't exchange phone numbers. All we had were the addresses.
Okay.
So I went over to her house around 8 o'clock at night because I figured I would catch her at home.
And how did that work out for you?
Not very good. She just said, I'm going to call the cops on you. What are you doing here at 8 o'clock at night? I've got kids. And I tried to explain to her, I said, I can't come at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because you're not going to be here. You're going to be at work. So the optimum time for me to show up is around 8 o'clock when you're doing dinner.
What happened?
Well, I was scared, to be completely honest. I was like, I haven't seen this guy since this accident. I was at home alone with my kids.
Okay,
so
and how long had it been since the accident?
It was just a few days, but I was like, why is he here? Like, shouldn't our insurance be dealing with this? Like, why would he come?
But you understand why he's showing up, because you didn't exchange
I
contact
understand
information.
that. At the time, my main concern was I don't know what he's capable of, and my kids are in the house, and I'm here alone with my kids.
So what do you do after that?
Well, she wouldn't listen to me, and all I was trying to tell her was, look, I understand, we can work it out. I'll charge it to my insurance company, and you can pay my deductible, which was like $900. I said, I just really wanted to tell her, just pay my deductible, and we'd be good.
So you have not had your car repaired?
No, because I had filed a small claim suit against her, and I didn't know if I was going to need to have my car photographed or anything, so I've just waited.
So you've been driving around since February with the car, with the dent on your car?
And it's been very painful, believe me.
But I don't understand. You have insurance.
I have insurance, but the point was I wasn't going to claim it on my insurance because I was at her.
This is months later now, so I understand you were mad that night. But now it's been several months.
Correct.
You've had a cooling off period, and
Right.
you have a big dent on the side of your car.
Correct.
So you being mad at her is not helping you in this situation right now, because you don't want to drive around with a dent on the side of your car, right?
I would prefer not to, yes.
Okay.
That was it.
So get the car fixed, please.
Oh, I will.
Well, why are you suing for car rental fees when you haven't had the car repaired?
Because when I take the car in, they told me it was going to take 10 days for me to get it back out.
You're assuming that you're going to have to rent a car because it will take 10 days.
I will have to rent a car.
Well, when that actually happens, because they'll tell you 10 days and it may only take a few. It's really incumbent upon you to already have the repairs made so you can come into court and say, here are the receipts, because now you want me to speculate what kind of car you're going to rent, how much it's going to cost per day, the insurance per day for the car, and it's going to take 10 days for your car to be repaired, so they have to pay this amount of money. Complete speculation on my part.
But I did not want to turn it into my insurance.
You just told me that you wanted to turn it into your insurance,
originally.
and you didn't because you were angry.
Coming up, Judge Faith rules. And now, Judge Faith rules.
You're asking them to pay the full price of one estimate you're providing to me, one estimate, which you know you should bring in at least 2 or 3. And then in addition, you're asking them to pay $550 for a car rental fee, fees that you haven't even incurred yet. I asked why you didn't have the car fixed. You said because you were angry. So now you're telling me you just don't want to go through your insurance. I'm not going to order them to pay $3,000 when you have insurance in this case, and the only reason you didn't file through your insurance was because you were angry. $975, that's the cost of your deductible. That's what I'm ordering the defendants to pay in this case, $975. Good luck.
I didn't agree with it, of course, because I feel like if I have insurance, whether or not I want to turn it in should be my right.
Going forward, definitely got to make sure that we have that insurance and make sure it stays valid at all times in the future. Definitely look back to make sure where we're going.
If you or someone you know has a dispute, don't take the law into your own hands. Let Judge Faith rule on it for you. To submit your case, go to judgefaith.com and tell us your story. See you in court.